Well, Canada Post workers, labor activists, and community members expected to hold a rally today to save the post office. This as unionized postal workers remain on the picket lines. Today's rally, planned for Toronto and Ottawa, is being called a coordinated day of action. Postal workers walked off the job last week after the government proposed a number of changes aimed at helping Canada Post survive. The most contentious reform is to end home delivery. With me now is Jim Gallant, who is a negotiator with the Canadian Union of Postal Workers. Thanks for being with us, Jim.
Thank you.
You walked off the job last Thursday after that news conference from the federal government, too, talking about some of the changes that they are expected to make, at least at this point. Where do things stand at the bargaining table? Are there any talks planned, or do we have any, at least any other details at this point?
Not a word from the government. We heard that press conference, and there's been no contact. And with Canada Post, they keep putting off giving us a new offer. And the only thing we did hear the Minister of Labour through the media say that as soon as they give us that offer, things have to move fast. Well, it's quite funny. It's another point from the government to say the union needs to bend or the union needs to work fast. But the employer, we've been, since workers voted no to their last offer, it's over 55 days now. So it's really hard when the government's pushing on one side and not the other.
We're going, on top of the, you mentioned the 55 days, but we're going on almost 2 years of back and forth. You've had, this is the second strike in this, this labor disagreement, at least at this point. You're having a national day of action today. What is your message, I guess, to those who say that, at least at this point, that the union is dragging its heels, that the union needs to, needs to update what some of the measures, because this is a company, the Crown Corporation, that has lost $5 billion over the last 5+ years.
So what I will say first off is we've been on strike since last November. The government has paused that. They've caused votes to happen. They've had industrial commissions, but we've been on strike since November of last year. And what I can say is that the losses, any losses that they have, can sit right at their feet, because they're the ones prolonging this. The government put a 6-month hold on our strike mandate, all those sorts of things. But we are the economic engine of Canada. We deliver things like democracy, because we deliver voting material. We deliver food to the North and to Indigenous communities. We're part of the food chain. But it seems like people doing all that good work for Canadians, the government doesn't think we deserve full-time jobs. They want to gigify our jobs. They want to make sure that we don't make as much as the other carriers. Our wages are lower than the American equivalents that are running around neighborhoods delivering parcels from the government. We need all of the public to get behind this. It's a use it or lose it. We need to make sure that there's a post office for the next generation.
And certainly understand, the importance of post offices, especially in rural communities, something the government wants to eliminate. I want to get your thoughts, too, in particular on door-to-door delivery. Would you be willing, or is there any circumstance, you touched on, you touched on rather, some of the things and some of the importance that workers do provide in some of those services, but is there any sort of agreement that the union would agree to see door-to-door delivery end in favor of community mailboxes across the country?
Why ever would a public service end door-to-door delivery when the equivalent, I guess, in the public world, all the UPSs, the FedExes, even Amazon delivers to the door? Well, how is the public service going to compete with those entities and make it so there actually is a service? They're cutting all the service, and really the government is acting like Amazon did in Quebec. As soon as a union showed up in Quebec, Amazon left. And that's what the government's doing. They're leaving unionized employees behind. Don't we deserve full-time jobs? That's the question.
Okay, Jim Gallant, a negotiator with the Canadian Union of Postal Workers. Thanks, Jim, for this.
Thank you.